Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Today, we have a lot to unpack as we cover a new movement of sovereign citizens called the American State Nationals, who are nothing more than a bunch of Karens who don't want to follow American law, so they decided to unbecome American citizens. So let's begin.
Hi friends, so I'm here to give you an update on my journey to becoming an American State National, also known as a non-citizen national or just American. I have my hat, I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go out in public and show people what we're all about.
If we really want to watch a clown show, then we'll go to the circus. Now I put this part at the beginning because I want to point out her reply in the bottom right hand corner. When the commenter pointed out that he was on a jury where someone tried to pull this sovereign citizen nonsense and it didn't work, her reply was, "This isn't sovereign citizenship," which is ironic because her name is Sovereign Mama.
Hi JJ, this question is going to help so many people out. So number one, I don't give legal advice, but I will try my best to give lawful advice.
Yeah, you're not giving legal advice like the crypto bros aren't giving financial advice.
That being said, any contract, including child support, any contract that you have entered into prior to correcting your status still exists. You have to undo all of those contracts, okay? So you can do that by renegotiating that contract. Hopefully, the best way would be that your son or daughter's mother will do a private contract with you, and you can put it on the land recording system or the land recording office, and it's on the public record, and she or you can hold each other accountable through your state assemblies.
Even though she told you that she wasn't giving you legal advice, she just gave you some really bad legal advice. Child support is determined by a court order, not by some group of delusional dimwits who call themselves a state assembly. And if you decide that you're not going to pay child support, or that you and the mother or father of your child are gonna work that out on your own, then you're gonna end up in jail.
I'll try my best to dumb it down for you.
I'm sure it won't be hard, especially since dumb is kind of your thing.
Great question for all the moms and dads out there who have corrected their status. When you get to the 928 page on the LRS, there is a paper to fill out for a baby deed.
Wait, did you say a baby deed? Well, if I have a baby deed, then I guess I can get a baby mortgage. And if I can get a baby mortgage, then I can voluntarily default on that mortgage and give up the rights to my kid. Who knew being a sovereign citizen parent was going to be so easy?
And you will do one for each of your sons and daughters. And the recording fees may have changed. I know on my state last week, there was a unanimous vote to lower the cost. So check your state's pricing to see how much it will cost. But yes, you can record your son or daughter's birth on the public record.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and put it on the record that you ruined your kid's life before they ever had a chance.
So what's the benefit? The benefit is when you're born, your mother unknowingly and without full disclosure signed you up to be a U.S. citizen.
No, she didn't. If you're an American citizen when you're born, that means you were either born on U.S. soil or you were born abroad and one of your parents is an American citizen.
Anyway, what's the benefit? You get your rights back. You get all of your rights back. Your unalienable right.
Excuse me?
Your unalienable right.
Unalienable rights? What are those rights you can't put liens on? What's wrong with these people?
It's because right now you have a contract with a corporation named the United States to abide by codes, rules, and statutes that they like you're their employee, but really we're their employer.
Sovereign Mama, you're wrong again. And even if you were the United States employer, are you saying that you're the one that's responsible for our $30 trillion of debt?
Okay, so I'm married and I've corrected my status, but my husband has not.
Well, at least he dodged one of two bullets. But who knows? Maybe he's just sticking around waiting for you to grow out of your TikTok phase and become an adult before you turn 50.
So, anyway, so I got two things in the mail over the weekend. So I got my 1779 original copies, well, originals, not copies, my originals with the seal on it so that now I have my hard copy. And I also got my credentials card. And in it, I'll show you what it has. Here's my identification. Okay, and on the back, you're gonna have some QR codes.
Hold on. This TikTok Karen is breaking federal law. If you look close at that ID, right in the middle, that's the United States seal. And according to U.S. Code 1017, whoever fraudulently or wrongfully affixes or impresses the seal of any department or agency of the United States to or upon any certificate, instrument, commission, document, or paper shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 5 years, or both. So you keep living in that delusional world where presenting that fake ID is not a violation of federal law, while the rest of us contributing members of society keep our real ID in an extra wallet. Yes, that's right. I got my first sponsor. So I promise you a genuine, no jumps, no cuts, just me, you, and my sweet extra wallet. Now I know what you're thinking. No one can love a wallet as much as Skeptic loves his extra. But keep in mind, this is my fat, pain in the ass X wallet. And this is my new love of my life Extra Smart Wallet. So let me tell you a few reasons why I actually love my Extra. 1, the sleek design. Extra Wallets has that slim, minimalistic design while still being able to hold 6 cards internally. Number 2, security. With my X wallet, there was literally a window where anyone with prying eyes could see all of my personal information. But with my Extra wallet, I can keep my ID safe from wandering eyes by simply retracting my cards back into my wallet. Another key security feature of an Extra wallet is that it offers RFID protection for all your modern credit cards from skimmers and hackers. The third feature I love, which is probably the coolest feature of an Extra wallet, is the solar powered tracker. So if you ever set your Extra wallet down and walk away, you can just whip out your smartphone and track it anywhere in the world. Once you get close enough, push the ring function on your phone and listen for your wallet. Look, the truth of the matter is, I've had my Extra wallet for about a week now, and I honestly love it. Use my link in the description and pinned comment to get 15% off your order during the anniversary sale. It's starting to get awfully quiet in here.
Hi friends, I'm back. Did you miss me yet?
With every lead potato I throw at you. So let's continue.
And if you were ever to use this, if you got on a traffic stop of some sort, the LEO would scan it, and this is what will come up. So here, this will come up.
Well, look at that. Karen swooping in with the 1 IQ move and breaking the law twice in one video. And I also want to point out that that illegal document that she's showing you is signed by one James Clinton Belcher. Who's James Clinton Belcher, you ask? Well, he's a sovereign citizen that's been arrested many times for trying to arrest federal judges.
And then examples of my documents here. So follow me so you can see how it goes on my journey.
Oh, I'll follow you all right. All the way to jail for being arrested for the same thing that every other sovereign citizen gets arrested for.
Greetings, friends. So once you've corrected your status to the land and soil jurisdiction, you can then start notifying the IRS and Internal Revenue Service of your revocation of election to pay taxes, if you so choose. And this one in particular takes you through step-by-step how to fill out your forms so that you are not paying federal income tax. Enjoy.
I hate to tell you this, Karen, but whether you consent or not, if you don't pay your federal income taxes, the IRS will come for you.
So I promised you that I would take you on my journey learning about being an American state national. And I was given a copy of a book. Okay, I'm gonna show you the book right now. Pause to read. And one of the tidbits that is in that book is the original Constitution that we've heard so much about but have never seen, and the amendments. This one is the 13th Amendment. If you go look up the 13th Amendment in the books that we have been taught our whole lives, this is not it. Guess who had a title of nobility? Lincoln.
And so what? That 13th Amendment that you're talking about was never the 13th Amendment. It was proposed to be the original 13th Amendment, but it was never ratified by enough states. Any publication that has the 13th Amendment as being that version of the 13th Amendment printed that book out before confirmation of ratification. So the only 13th Amendment that we've ever had was the amendment to abolish slavery.
Hi, Hydro Gear, you're on the right track. So people who have corrected their status using the path that Anna von Reitz has set out do not participate in the municipal or territorial elections. So today I am canceling one of my contracts. My voter's registration.
Yeah, Karen, you do that. Go right ahead and remove another brain-dead conspiracy theorist from our voting pool.
So I wanted to let you know that I will be doing a video series on updating your passport once you become an American state national. Yeah, this girl's passport expires in a month, so I gotta get on it. So stay tuned.
Why would you need a passport if you're not an American citizen? The whole purpose of a passport is to identify what country you're a citizen of when you travel abroad.
So what about license plates? I guess it just depends on where you are and where you live in your relationship with the LEOs on your county. My county is very blue, very corrupt, so I'm going to keep mine for now.
If private plates only work when you're friends with the local law enforcement, then they plain and simply don't work. And I love how she says she's going to keep her plates because she obviously doesn't buy into her own bullshit.
But if you feel comfortable, sticking out a little bit, you can get yourself something like this. Okay? And there are private Americans who sell them. You can also place this sticker on your private property. I get this question a lot, but I want to make a video so that it's on my page. I want you to reflect on your question.
For those of you that are just listening in, the question on the screen is about felons and their Second Amendment rights. Now in America, felons cannot possess firearms.
Who or what gives you your rights? Think about it, and you'll have your answer. Constitution doesn't give you your rights. The government doesn't give you your rights. Your state does not give you your rights. Your rights are given to you by your creator.
Well, there you have it, guys. If you're a felon, all you gotta do is believe in God, and you can get your Second Amendment rights back.
You can't win in their courts. That's the problem. This is a whole other jurisdiction. So yes, you have to play in their sandbox if you're going to play their game. So the goal is for the American state assemblies, we are reconstructing, rebuilding, repopulating our American common law courts, where stuff like this is going to be a non-issue.
Now I know that Karen did not just advocate for all felons becoming American state nationals just so they can carry a firearm. First off, that's not how that works. And second off, that's a really bad idea.
Hey, so I had someone ask a question. They didn't understand the difference between a deed of reconveyance and a deed of conveyance. So a deed of reconveyance is someone who is born on the land, Shanghai taken out to sea, and then you are bringing yourself back to the land, back home. You are telling the de facto government that you are coming back home. A deed of conveyance is someone, a foreigner, who is coming overseas to the land. They are being naturalized. So that is the difference between a deed of reconveyance, you're born on the land, shanghaied out to sea, brought back to the land, and the deed of conveyance is a foreigner coming from overseas to our land. Hope this helps.
No, it doesn't help because you're completely wrong. A deed of reconveyance is a special type of deed that a homeowner would get when they finish paying off their mortgage and they need to remove the lender from the deed. A deed of conveyance, on the other hand, is a type of deed that you would use when one person is selling property to another person. It does not have anything to do with shanghaiing people out into the ocean and bringing them back onto land.
So for those of you who don't know, you can click on his comment. He's doing his 928 paperwork, and he was asking that there's one document that is in red ink, and that is the deed of reconveyance or deed of conveyance.
Of course, her name's Sovereign Mama. You have to sign things in red ink, but she's not a sovereign citizen. So let's listen to all the not sovereign citizen advice that she's going to give in the next clip.
So yes, The rest of them are in blue ink, and you do need your red right thumbprint touching the end of your name. Make sure you put that C with a circle around it at the end, and that you have the byline, BY ... in front of your name. Now, when you do autograph it in script, make sure it's legible, and then also make sure that underneath or after the autograph, your name is in print also. So if it's not already typed there, you can handwrite it in. So good luck.
When it comes to going to jail for this bullshit, no luck needed.
Once you're on land, you're out of the sea and air jurisdictions. This process takes you completely out of the other foreign jurisdictions. We have remedies for everything that you would consider trusts, contracts, etc., on those other two jurisdictions. So there's no need for us to even have 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on land. We can just stand on the land as living men and women.
Aw, that's cute. You used real English words. You even made real English sentences. Unfortunately for you, Karen, what you said didn't mean anything legally. Alright, this next clip actually has me dying on the inside as she squirms to answer a comment about why the Washington American State Nationals are so racist.
Hi, Twisted. I hope I can answer your question. So this is on the Washington State Assembly website. And there's this one little part where it says, are you an African American, not a state citizen? And if you answered no, then you should correct your status. Well, the context of that statement is based on the 13th and 14th Amendment. It has nothing to do with excluding any population of people.
Then why does it say you should become an American state national if you're not black? Kinda sounds like racism to me.
But technically speaking, we went from private slave ownership pre-Civil War to post-Civil War being public slave ownership. So that's why that is in there, because African American slaves at that time were freed, okay, from private slave ownership into public slave ownership. So they were automatically considered U.S. citizens. So it's been corrected since, though.
Trust me when I say this. There is no fixing this level of stupidity.
So super quick update on my American State National journey.
Oh God, they're spreading.
So who would like to chime in, someone who's corrected their status, and give Billy some information about how it's like living like an American?
How about this? Why don't you give him information on what it's like to be an American State National? Oh, that's right. You can't, because American State Nationals aren't a real thing, and none of you dickweeds have actually completed the process. And as a final clip and gift to you guys, I present to you Karen's response to being reminded that doing what she's doing is gonna put her on an FBI watch list.
Yeah, it just might. It just might get me on that watch list.
Karen, you're an idiot. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. But I can guarantee you that we're gonna see more of Sovereign Mama. So until the next one, if you liked it, leave a like. If you disliked it, leave a dislike. Leave a comment below telling me whether you think that Sovereign Mama is a sovereign citizen or not. And while you're down there clicking that subscribe button, why don't you click that link to X their smart wallets? It's in the description and in the pinned comment. I'm Team Skeptic, and I'm out.